Right, so you would have received an SMS and or an email with your login details to access the HR control system. Your company set it up and they've set you up as an employee on their system. So you then need to go to the address that's specified, app.hrcontrol.co.za, in your web browser, on your phone, or either on your PC. And you'll see that you have a page like this. You need to put your username and your password in there, and then most importantly, you need to select the user type. And you are an employee, so you select that option and you click the login button, and you will then get access to the login section of the website. So the first thing you should do once you have logged in is to go to the very first link, My Profile, and click on that and check that all your information is correct, and especially here at the bottom under emergency contact details and banking details to complete that information. So once you've completed the information, you hit the submit button, and if you go back into your profile, you will then see that that information is now saved as part of your profile. The next step is for you to look at your company's specific documentation, policies, and memos. So in this instance, when you click on that, you will see, in this case, this particular company has 4 policies relating to absenteeism and lateness, leave, private work, and use of a cell phone at work. So you need to familiarize yourself with these policies. They are there because your employer wants you to know the company's standard, and if you go against that standard, you could be facing disciplinary action. So you go and view these, or you can download them for your own, for saving yourself. So you click on the download button and you open the document, and you will then be able to read through what the company's policy is on that particular subject. Once you've finished going through the company-specific documentation and policies, you can also look at general policies. Some companies may have, others may not have. The other very important part of HR control for you is that your leave will now be managed via the HR system. You will no longer be able to just go and ask your employer if you can have leave or send them an email. All your leave needs to be now logged through the HR control system and through your employee login. So the first thing you would do is go and check the leave schedule, the current leave schedule, because there are no leave zones that are set. If your employer feels it's a busy period of the year, or they are away and they don't want staff to be away, or for any other reason, they may set a no leave zone. If you see a red patch over the period that you want leave, don't even try to ask for leave. The system will not allow you to ask for leave over that period. The green is that indicates that no other staff are currently on leave over that period, so probably a good opportunity for you to apply for your leave over that period. And the blue indicates that a staff member is on leave over that period, and if you hover over it, you will see the name of the staff member who is on leave over that period. So if you find that the staff member concerned is in your department, chances are you're not going to get leave over that period, so again, try for one of the green areas. So having checked the leave schedule and knowing what dates you want, you then want to request your leave. So you go to the request leave option, remembering that a minimum of 2 weeks notice is required for this, and you click there, and you would now select the start date of your leave, and you'll see that even though the current date might be, for example, the 2nd, it is blocking off the next 14 days. It does not allow you to ask for leave during that period. So let's say you wanted your leave from 21st to the following, and bear in mind that these are inclusive. So if you ask for leave from the Monday to the Friday, it includes the Monday and the Friday, so that would be 5 working days. Have a look at these terms and conditions. They're standard terms and conditions. All leave is at the discretion of management, and you will get a response saying whether your leave has been denied or granted within 48 hours. You then click that box and you submit your leave request, and you will then get an affirmation at the top saying your leave request was submitted for review by management. If you then go into previous leave requests, you'll be able to see all of your previous leave requests, what type of leave it was, whether it was granted or declined, or whether it's pending. So if you've just sent off a leave request, it will be pending. And it will give you the reason if the leave was declined in this column over here. If you need to take leave within the next 2 weeks, you need to request emergency leave, and please note that this is for genuine emergencies. Bear in mind that an emergency is not because you got somebody's chalet for the weekend and you want to leave early on Friday. Emergencies are medical emergencies. If you have an issue with transport to work, that would be an emergency. And you need to give a reason, and you also need proof that your emergency leave was actually an emergency. So when you're requesting emergency leave, it would be either general emergency leave or family responsibility leave. Click the option that you want, and then you fill out all the various elements of that. You'll see now that when you go in, you are able to utilize the current date because emergency leave doesn't have a restriction in that regard. Again, you accept the terms and you submit your leave request. You'll get that confirmation again, and if you go back into your leave requests, you will see that you now have an additional pending leave request over here. Once your leave has been granted, you will see that the pending is changed to granted or denied, and you will also get an SMS to your phone to verify the approval or the denial of your leave. The other area in which your employer will engage with you is under the My Notifications area. If your employer wants to send you a message either via SMS or email, you will get those messages and they will reflect in this area over here. The same will happen if you get any disciplinary notices of any sort, be they lateness notices or written warnings or whatever they are in relation to disciplinary matters. Right, so let's do a quick recap. Firstly, check and update your personal profile, including your emergency contact details and your banking details. Secondly, familiarize yourself with the company's specific and general policies. Remember, you're the one who needs to find out these details for yourself so you don't get into trouble at a later point. Thirdly, familiarize yourself with how the leave system works, and when you're ready to apply for leave, submit your first leave request through it.